Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We are doing a follow-up episode on Solana, ticker symbol SOL. Please feel free to go search the YouTube. We have done plenty of videos on this on the past, and we just hit another level that was already telecasted in our last video. So we're doing a follow-up video today. If you are interested in joining our Discord server, please feel free to join in the description of this video below, alongside all the other affiliate services that we use and recommend that helps our channel grow. If you haven't already, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Leave a like, hit the thumbs up button, give me a comment in the comment section below letting me know how I'm doing, or letting me know what the next asset you would like a video on, and I will get that for Monday. Aside from that, guys, I hope you're having a great weekend. Let's get this thing kicked off. As you can see, Solana got a beautiful upside because of Mr. Trump, and then right as Mr. Trump took office, you got nasty downside. Downside has come right back to where we originally started, near $110, and now we're putting in a doji last week, and this week is actually pretty healthy to fill up the top of the doji. What this means, in my opinion, is we're going to go test the breakdown probably to around 150, 160 in the next week or two. So this is a great buying opportunity for a possible dead cat bounce retest into that 150, 160. If you go to the daily, you can see that we're actually building up on beautiful support here at the 132 level, and that was a level that we did discuss as a local low, and we were looking to buy that after our other previous level. I think 160 failed. We were like, okay, let's go attack 130, and if 130 fails, then it's going to be like 110, I think. So I'm going to actually go back to weekly. Let me go and turn on the drawings now so we can actually see what we were doing last video. Here it is. This is our TA from our last video. And we were looking for the long over here at 162. Once this long failed at 162, we actually took that long, took some profit, but then actually the next test actually buttered straight down. We were looking at $98, around $100 as the next low target. We're basically front running it by like $10. So even if you do decide to buy now and next week we come back down into the $100 area, which is very, 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 very possible in this distributional shoulder, it's still a buying opportunity because I still think we're going to eventually get into this 160 area to put in that last shoulder, and it's going to be a Quasimodo shoulder in my opinion, if we're going to get weakness, okay? Because this shoulder is no longer going to come from here all the way back up here. No, I don't think so. I think it's going to go from here, and it's going to make a Quasimodo shoulder right here, and then we're going to go leg down from here. So this is where I'm looking for my next rejection area. Okay, I don't think we're going to get higher than 162. I think this is going to be the area that the next shoulder puts in, and then we can go back down here and decide if we're going to go under 98 or if 98 is going to be the low, and we can basically start to accumulate here for that upside swing. Okay, that's a possibility, not like in stone, but this is where I would see us go if this failure occurs. Okay, if 162 doesn't get breached, if we can pump above 162 and go sideways at 162 for one close, like one or two closes on a weekly, that means the bottom is in. Anyone who didn't get this low is basically gonna cry, and we're looking for upside break. And then this triangle here, even though it looks like I'm looking for rejection here, what it really will be doing is this. Like that. So that's where the trick, the short squeeze will be get set up in that same area where that bearish triangle will come, but the bearish triangle won't break to the downside, it'll break to the upside in this consolidation at this point, like 70% maturity, 70% of the consolidation when it's done, it'll be looking for that breakout. So that's kind of where I'm looking at on the weekly. Okay, I know the volume is low. I know we had bearish divergence, so this is like the dead cat bounce bullish swing that's coming up. It's totally okay. I'm okay with that. If you go to lower time frames such as daily, you can see that we are basically right at the precipice of either breaking out or taking another rejection from 136 to that $98 level. So please, please, please be aware of that right now. The long that I took on ETH at 1900, I'm about to, man, I should have took my profit at 2020. We just hit it, and I started making this video. Shame on me. It already dropped another 10, 15 bucks. It's okay. I'm not going to stress because I'm straddled. I have a long and a short. So the long I was supposed to take profit, and I was going to add to my short. I missed that opportunity. What time is it right now? So okay, so I still got another hour and a half to fill that, so I'm not tripping. But yes, I am gonna shave some of my long, and I will add to my short. But I am looking for 2,200 on ETH, so another 200 more dollars to the upside. And I'm keeping my eye on Dixie today when the markets open at 8. This is going to be very, 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 very important for the direction of the rest of the assets. Okay. So back to daily, I'm looking for upside. The second we get opening closes above 135, I'm looking for us to go to 158. Okay, 158 to 162 is the next rejection. We've already telecasted that with our doodles. So this little range that we have here, what is this? Around 20% range. If you are going to trade leverage, I would be under 5% because you don't want to be liquidated in this 20% range with more than 5% leverage. You can't have more than 5%. Usually say you got to do 2 or 3 if you're going to do it. Even that's if you want to use it. You don't need to use leverage, okay? You don't need to use leverage. Solana, let me give you guys some selling points on Solana. Anyone who's buying Solana at 132, right? You're assuming that they are trading the Solana and they're trying to make money. Solana is a great asset for interest. If you go stake Solana on other platforms, you will make passive income. Solana, yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff like Jito, Sol, Soul Blaze. Go Google Solana. There are so many things you can provide liquidity for with Solana to make passive income on. So buying Solana at 130, and when Solana goes to 150, 160, you're making money on the Solana as well as all the dividends you're collecting on those other assets that you're providing liquidity on. So that's how I see it. And the last time Solana did a drop like this, it took 3, 4 weeks of sideways here, like this, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 8 weeks of sideways before upside, and then it still swept the liquidity to the bottom. So just be prepared that hey, yes, we can go do that dead cap, but yeah, we can still come back to like 60, 70. And the reason why that can happen is because of the people who are making those dividends. They're cashing out those dividends on a regular period to ROI, their original investment, and when they cash out, they're taking that liquidity out of the market because all those coins that are providing dividends, they're making the market cap grow, and it's the market cap that's getting sucked out by those heavy, large wallets that are making those passive incomes. They're continually cashing it out. So just be aware of that. Um, okay, that's basically all I can say. Everything looks good for a local low. If you go on a 4 hour, let's see, do we see anything on a 4 hour? Yeah, man, 4 hour already did the breach. So 4 hour, okay, if you guys can understand how I do my other doodles, look at what's going on a 4 hour. Here is your, let's say this is your head and shoulder, right? Your measured move of this was here. It got met. Now you're doing this inverse head and shoulder, right? Your measured move of this is to here, 155. That's what's going on. You're literally just consolidating the range and you're squeezing the price action down in a consolidation. Hold on, let me show you. You're squeezing the price action down in this range, right? And it's squeezing 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 and it's tightening. Do you think it's gonna bust down now, or do you think it's gonna bust up? Because what we did this whole time was go down, right? The trend is to the downside. The only reason we are even looking for the upside right now is because of the doji last week and a reversion to the mean trade from an oversold condition. Okay, from an oversold condition, like the rubber band is stretched out. The rubber band wants to get back to like around here, 160ish, maybe a little bit lower, like 155, just because this rubber band is going to stretch down because of the fact that the price action is going down. So in about 12 more hours, all of these lines are going to move to the downside unless price action gets back up into the lines within 12 hours. And that's what I'm trying to get at right now is yes, there's going to be upside in a short squeeze dead cat bounce. That's the opportunity I'm taking right now. No one wants to take a long, so I want to take the long. When it gets to this level and when everyone wants to take a long, I'll be closing and I'll probably look to hedge a short back to the downside just because this area might get consolidated for a few weeks before we get the upside, actual upside. So just be aware of this, okay? That's basically all I have for you guys today. There's not too much to say other than I do think Solana is worth a long here. I would say take a stop loss. Here, if I was to set up this trade, let's do it this way. I'm going to remove a lot of these doodles, guys. This is too much bullshit on the chart. Remove all this. This is where we expected a dead cat anyway. Cool. I'm going to make this thinner so I can see behind it. Cool. Okay. If we were to take this trade, this would be how I would approach it right now. I know it's not favorable conditions, but I would enter now. I would have a stop loss right over here at 120, and I would ride this sucker to 160. And then technically that's TP2. I would do TP1 155, then 162, and then I would go for like 175. So those are the three levels of take profit I would be taking. If you get to the full TP, that's 30%. If you get to the fib, that's 20%. If you get to the EMA, you're still looking at like almost a 15% gain from spot. If you do leverage, obviously, apply your leverage multiple accordingly. I do want to warn you guys on daily bearish divergence on volume. Okay, this is dangerous, so make sure you have a tight stop. Don't ride this stop longer than it needs to. And technically, this is like a 1 and a 1.5 trade. It's not even that great. I mean, I would take a 1 to 2, if even that. Yeah, so this is not that great. What I would do then, I would lower the entry. There you go. Now that's a little bit better. So try to enter around 132 and try to aim for target at 175. And that's how you should try to attempt this trade. Stop loss is, it's actually an 8% stop loss. If you want to manage it even lower, you can go there. And that's about a 5% stop loss, which is still pretty large. I mean, why do I need to do that? I don't think I could do it right there. So that's a 3% stop loss. That's a little bit more manageable. Your trade now is a 1 to 7, and that is a lot more favorable. And it's actually a daily. It's a daily time frame. If you go to lower time frame, yeah, I would put that as my stop. My entry is right here-ish, and that's my TP. That's how I would approach this trade right there, like that. And yes, it can come all the way down here, but you'll get stopped out first. And when it comes down here, you can just wait for the next long, like so. You can wait for something like this and the dead cat target. Because if it comes down here, if it rolls from here, it's going to go here, probably dead cat, and then go down. Okay? So you want to be ready for that potential price action in this fashion. Okay, because this trend line is still rejecting us. Okay, see, rejection, rejection. We have not come to it, but when we come to it, it's going to hit our EMA around 145, and that could be a rejection potential area for you to take a short entry, basically. There you go. So that's what I'm looking at right now. I don't want that to break down, but you can see the consolidation here. Okay. We want it to stay in here for upside. If it loses that, then the trade has failed and we're going to the downside. So that's basically what I'm going to leave it at for you guys for the rest of the day. If you guys have any questions or concerns, leave it in the comment section below and I'll get back to you in the next video. If you are interested in trading with me live, come feel free to join the Discord server. Link to the server is in the description of this video below, alongside all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend that helps this channel grow. So thank you guys so much. Other than that, guys, I will see you guys in the next one. And yeah, I hope you guys sub to the channel, hit the bell button, hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, leave me a comment in the comment section below. And yeah, let me know if we should do Dogecoin, if we should do Shiba, what's the next coin we should do. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios. Enjoy your weekend.